Hi everybody, it's me, Ivica, your boy from I'm Gaming Podcast, and this is a podcast where I talk about video game industry, entrepreneurship and gaming nostalgia. I always wanted to say your boy, which it sounds super stupid when I say it with my Slavic accent. It sounds like your boy who brings you like knockoff Nike gear or something like that. It's your boy! Anyway, it is your boy Ivica, and thank you so much for joining me on episode 9, where I talk about entrepreneurship. Most definitely, it's not about gaming or gaming nostalgia, only entrepreneurship this episode, and it's about how I crafted an 11k upvotes post on Reddit. Now some might say that I do this only to brag about my ability to make such a popular post, which is not incorrect. But at the same time, I hope I have something useful and informational to spread to you as well. So it's all about Reddit. How did I created that? What did I use? What lessons did I gain? And most importantly, for me at least, the favorite part on Reddit, learning what did I actually get from it. And hopefully you get something from this as well. If you do, don't forget to check out my Patreon page. I'm looking for supporters. Even if you have a single buck to spare per month, that would be more than awesome. And your boy, Ivica, would really appreciate it. So check out the link in the description below. Check out my page. I have really modest ranks and tiers. So you can, the most you can give me is $6 per month. And I'm a humble guy. So if you can spare that, that would be awesome. If you can spare $3, it would be awesome as well. And if you could spare $1, hell, that would be awesome as well. And I said hell also in a mega Slavic way. Hell, it's a way we say hell in Serbia. No, it's not, but sometimes, yeah, you have to let that Slavic accent roam free. Now, let's get to that Reddit post. So, what did I actually post and where did I do it? I posted something of a motivational poster, I'm guessing, a motivational image on a Get Motivated subreddit. So before I get into my post, let's first check out this subreddit and why it's important. First of all, Get Motivated, ! Is awesome. I really like it. I started using Reddit a few years ago, and basically, right from the get-go, I found Get Motivated, and I really enjoy posting there and sometimes even reading stuff if it's a bit sarcastic or different, which it actually often is. So this community has precisely 15.5 million members, so it's huge. At any given point, around 10 to 12,000 people are from that community online. So it's a huge audience. People can post pretty much anything they feel it's motivational, and the community in general is supportive. So even if you post some kind of a dumb crap, people will likely upvote it to a degree. I used to, and I still do, post mainly text ideas about my primary field of education, which is psychology, and I also write books. I wrote books, I continue to write books about popular psychology, not as in popular, more as psychology that deals with popular, widespread topics, including this one in particular, procrastination. So I wrote a book, how you can use simple psychology to overcome procrastination. And I try to motivate people. That sounds stupid. I try to post concepts and ideas, sometimes, not always, that relate to motivation and overcoming procrastination. So I do it because, hey, I like it, but I also do it because I leave links to my book in the comments below, which is allowed in the community, and hope that I get a sale or two, because when you're a guy from Serbia, believe it or not, it's not that easy to sell books in English on Amazon. Who would say? I mean, that's incredible, right? Everyone would assume that it's super easy. Everyone wants to read people from Serbia on Amazon in English, right? Right, guys? Right? Girls? People? Every other pronoun? No, but it's hard. And I help myself out by leaving links in those posts when they get some kind of traction. If they get like 10 upvotes, I don't even bother because, hey, no one will click on it, and I don't want to feel too spammy. It is spammy, but not too spammy. That's why I usually post text, simple text concepts about psychology, procrastination and so forth. But this time I created a poster where I placed a small amount of text in an online tool that's called Canva, which is really cool. It's an online editor for making literally any kind of visual material for social media and stuff like that. And here I created the post, which is pretty simple. It's a blue background with some symbols of clocks and a simple yellow or yellowish font which reads, "Procrastination doesn't mean you're dumb, lazy or broken. Being negative towards yourself only enforces the need to waste time. Instead, be aware of your feelings as you procrastinate. Accept all that you feel, good and bad. With this process, you'll slowly begin overcoming procrastination." So this is kind of the bedrock of my book as well. It's a simple notion from humanistic psychology, Gestalt psychology, which is applied to procrastination and its specific elements. Nothing major, nothing big, nothing revolutionary. So I posted it. It looks nice. Again, it's nothing super. I'm not a visual designer. I'm really bad at all those visual things. But thanks to my work in the game development industry, where I'm actively working now in a great company called Madhead Games, check it out, I did pick up some kind of clues and tips about making stuff not suck. And hopefully this was one of those moments I thought to myself before I posted it. When I finished, I created a simple title on Reddit which reads "Overcome Wasting Time," and it's labeled as image because it's an image, and I posted it. That was it. I left it there for a couple of hours, not looking, not watching, not doing anything about it, not leaving any links, not leaving any comments. Few hours later, the post got its 100 upvotes. And those are pretty important because they start to rank your post higher up on that particular community. For me, that meant that people who were browsing on their PC would see my post on their first page. They didn't have to scroll down to get to it. It will be there, probably in the lower third part, but still there. From there, the post was set on rails. So it started accumulating upvotes like mad. People started commenting. I commented back on some comments. On some I didn't. But most importantly for me, because I'm a selfish bastard, I left in one of the comments where I explained the concept to one of the Redditors, I left a link to my book. I also left another comment later on with the same link, but this comment was to a reply that was top upvoted reply at that point. I left the link. At that particular time, I think the post was like something like below its first K, but it was going there. And after it hit 1K, it just blew up, which means that it got served to many other people on their front page, not just of this subreddit, but their actual front page of Reddit if they joined the community. And the votes just kept going. Another big moment was the moment when the US audience began waking up, because I'm based in Serbia, so I'm Central European time, that time zone. So some like 6 hours or 7 hours later, it really kicked off in a big way. So not people were only people waking up, they were getting into their daily routine where they spend more time online. All of that benefited me incredibly. So the upvotes kept going up. They went over 1,000, they went over 10K. At that point, I was going to myself, hells yeah. I was thinking that this is now in the viral territory for Reddit and that it's going to get me some sweet book sales. And it did. And it's the comment I left with my link. The second one was completely ignored, but the first one was actually noticed, and it got something like, let me check, 393 upvotes, while the first comment, the original comment, is at 230 points or upvotes. So this means that anyone who checked out the post and scrolled to the comment section saw my post and saw my link. So I was pretty happy at that point. This was by far the most popular post I ever created, even though I had some that were like 1k upvotes or even near to 5k upvotes. This was right, it's the winner hands down. And yeah, I was stoked to see the results, because first of all, I'm not sure if people still say stoked, or if I should say that post on Reddit was lit. Do we still stay lit in 2020? Never mind. Hey, I'm from the Slavic world. We get to use old catchphrases, right, guys. Anyway, that was the post. After about 20 or 22 hours, it dropped off like a brick. Upvotes stopped coming, and it's currently at 11.9k upvotes, and it got there, it stood there ever since. So that was the moment when it fell off from the lists, and I was no longer trending, I was no longer getting served to the people, and it was the end of the major exposition. So that was the way you get to 11k upvotes or points on Reddit with a single post. Now, what were the results? Sweet result, cha-ching, money, downloads, baby, and cheddar, and paper, and every other phrase symbolizing money and wealth and value. BTC, Bitcoin, baby. Yeah, the results. So let's start with the more relatively inconsequential and not really important results. I got two additional Reddit followers, so I'm currently at 27 Reddit followers. I know, impressive. I'm an influencer. Yeah, goddammit. I got few followers on Twitter because my account is linked to Twitter. I got one conversation started on Twitter about the post from a guy from Norway who left me a message because he found the post and everything on Reddit, and I thought that he wanted to know more about kind of overcoming procrastination using psychology, but he kind of went away, so it's kind of, I don't know, nothing, but it's still a result. And this is also interesting, I got a lot of residual YouTube views on a previous post I had in the indie development community about my previous I'm Gaming episode about, believe it or not, going viral. So people went to my page and they checked out my other posts, including this one, and then went to the video. So the video didn't get really popular, it's still like 60 or 70 views, it's nothing, but it got a lot more than any other of my episodes recently, thanks to, I'm guessing, this effect, even though I can't really make that connection directly. Now, to the big moment, those sweet books I sell on Amazon. I sold precisely 6 copies. So that's not a lot, because it means basically on every 2k upvotes I sold 1 copy, which is pretty bad, and not a lot of people bought it actually. Luckily those who didn't refund or leave a terrible review like saying this guy's an idiot and don't buy his book 1 star. No one should say that on any review, including other people. If you read other people, don't do that to them. No one did that, but 6 copies is well below my expectations when I saw all those upvotes. So I'm pretty disappointed with that, and I can't say how many I expected. If I say 12, it sounds stupid. If I say 100, it sounds also stupid. But I expected more because I had one trending post on community about productivity where I also left a similar kind of comment with link. It got something like 25 book sales on something like 1k or 2k upvotes. So I was hoping it's going to blow up, but it didn't. And the sales also dropped off which was also pretty disappointing. Really fast, I sold 4 copies in the first day on my end, in Central European time, and another 2 copies next day, and that was it. There wasn't even that runner-up single copy on the day 3, which I would really love to get that kind of distribution. 4-2-1, you know. No, it didn't happen. It was just 4-2 and screw you. And that rhymes. And yeah, that was it. Basically, everything I got from the post is in this list. I didn't get anything else. After it stopped trending, a day later, 24 hours, it didn't provide me with anything else. Even those residual views on YouTube fell down. So this all says that people get motivated, check out a post, and then basically forget about it. Which makes sense. There is a lot of posts, a lot of them go popular because of the huge community, and they check out something, they forget about it, and that's basically it. However, come on, you have to admit, 11k upvotes, it's something. It's kind of a celebrity status for like 24 hours in one community on Reddit. But come on, it's still something. So, I hope you got something from all of this. I'll continue to create these kinds of posts where I want to provide something to the community, and at the same time do an underhand sale of my books or something else. And I do it primarily because it's fun. At the end of the day, even if you sell 20 books and you get $2 from a single sale, you're not really making cheddar, as the rappers would say, as the hip-hop artists would say, but it's still something that's interesting to me, and I like to explore it. And because of the marketing aspect, I think it's kind of worth my time. I might be wrong, but hey, I made a whole podcast episode about it. You feel me? This is all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, my god, check out my Patreon page in the link in the description below. You're probably gonna like it. For some reason, my other episodes as well. You're probably gonna like my other episodes as well. So why not check it out? They might be cool. Leave me a buck. I would really appreciate it, and you would move my counter of supporters from 1 to 2 or even 3 or 4. That would be amazing. So if you can do that, hey, I'm eternally grateful. This is all from the 9th episode of I'm Gaming podcast. Hopefully you found it interesting and you found my jokes sort of kind of funny and even recognized them as jokes. If you didn't before, subscribe now. I would also appreciate it, and leave a comment on anything else or anything else you might want to say to me or about this podcast. I would appreciate that as well. Until my next episode, my name is Ivica, and have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.